Most people think AI is about technology. It isn't. AI is about one thing: getting your time back. And if you've been following this channel, you already know that time is the only thing you can never get back. My father proved that. 57 years old, 30 years of work, 0 hours of freedom. I almost repeated his story until I understood something that changed everything. The 2 hours that saved my life become 10 when you combine them with AI. Let me show you exactly how. In my book, I talk about what I call the 2 sacred hours. 2 hours every day where you stop working for others and start building your own freedom. Not for email. House of Ones, not for social media. Not for meetings. 2 hours to build something that works without you. When I started, those 2 hours were everything I had. I was coming home at 7 p.m. House of Ones. My kids were already asleep. Again, I would give them a kiss on the forehead in silence. Eat something cold. And at 5 a.m., I would wake up and protect those 2 hours like my life depended on it. Because it did. Now here's the thing nobody talks about. Those 2 hours are a system. And AI is the engine that makes that system work at scale. Without AI, 2 hours build slowly. With AI, 2 hours builds fast. Think about it this way. Without AI, in 2 hours you can write one piece of content, answer some emails, plan your week. With AI, in 2 hours you can create a week of content, build an automated response system for clients, generate a complete sales proposal, analyze your leads, and still have time left. That is not hustle. That is leverage. And leverage is the difference between the worker and the builder. So let me show you exactly what I use inside my 2 sacred hours. Not theory. Real tools. Real systems. Real freedom. The first thing I built was a custom GPT that handles client responses. Here is how simple it is. Open ChatGPT. Go to Explore GPTs. Click Create. In plain language, not code, write this: You are my client response assistant. Your job is to respond to client messages professionally and warmly. Answer common questions about my services. If something requires my personal attention, flag it clearly. That is it. You just hired your first employee. No salary. No office. No excuses. Now, every time a client messages you, your GPT responds first. It handles the routine. You handle the relationship. That used to take me 2 hours a day. Now it takes me 10 minutes to review. Those 2 hours went somewhere else. Into building my empire. The second tool is a content system. Most people spend hours trying to figure out what to say. I used to do the same thing. Now my GPT knows my story. It knows my book. It knows my voice. It knows my audience. I give it one idea. It gives me back a week of content across every platform. Titles, descriptions, hashtags, scripts, in 3 languages. What used to take a full day now takes 30 minutes inside my 2 sacred hours. And the content is better. Because I am not tired when I create it. I am strategic. The third tool is the one most people overlook. A GPT built specifically to help you make better decisions. Every week, I run my numbers through a simple prompt. Here is what happened this week. Here are my numbers. Here are my goals. What should I focus on next week? What should I stop doing? Where's the biggest opportunity? My grandfather would have needed a team of consultants to get that kind of insight. I get it in 3 minutes. Inside my 2 sacred hours. For free. That is the new game. Not working more. Building smarter systems. Now let me show you exactly how I structure my day. This is what I call the engineering of the day. And AI is fully integrated into it. 5 a.m. The first thing I do is open my AI dashboard. Not social media. Not email. not news. AI first. I run my daily briefing prompt. What are the 3 most important things I should build today? Based on my goals, what will move the needle most? That gives me my priority list. Then I build content, systems, strategy for 2 hours, uninterrupted, non-negotiable. 7 a.m. The body is a system too. If it breaks, everything stops. My father taught me that the hard way. 30 minutes. Every day. No excuses. 7:30 a.m. I review what my GPTs produced overnight. Client responses. Content drafts. Lead analysis. I approve, adjust, and move. In 30 minutes, I have done what used to take me half a day. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now I work. But here is the difference. My work is no longer answering the same questions, writing the same emails, doing the same tasks over and over. My systems handle the routine. I handle the strategy. I handle the relationships. I handle the decisions that require a human being. That is not less work. That is better work. 6 p.m. Phone off. Kids on. Present. Not the ghost who comes home and kisses sleeping children. Actually present. That was the whole point. Not the money. Not the followers. Not the views. The presence. Because the money comes back. The time doesn't. There was a night I came home late. Again, my kids were asleep. Again, I kissed them on the forehead and understood something I didn't want to understand. I was present at work and absent from my own life. That night, I made a decision not to work less, to build smarter, to stop trading my hours for someone else's dream, to build systems that worked whether I was there or not. AI was part of that, not the whole answer, but a powerful piece of the freedom equation. Because when your client response runs itself, and your content creates itself, and your decisions are data-driven, you get back something money cannot buy. Time. Real time. Time to be there when your kids wake up. Time to be the father your father couldn't be. Not because he didn't want to, but because he didn't have the tools. You do. My father worked with his hands for 30 years. He built with effort. I build with systems. AI didn't replace me. It freed me, and it can free you too. But only if you use it not just to work faster, but to work towards something that matters, towards presence, towards legacy, towards freedom. Everything I know about building that freedom is in my book, From Barrio to Empire. It is on Amazon, link in bio. And if this video gave you something real, subscribe, because the next one changes the game completely.